Hey, how's it going? Just a second. I forgot to plug in my microphone. I think this is a good opportunity to let people join the fucking stream. So just 1 second while I untangle this fucking massive bird's nest of fucking cables here. And we'll get started. Okay. Yep, one person left already. It's a shit show. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Mic in. Fucking holy shit, look at this shit. Putting my mic on. In the shirt. Can you hear me? Hello, holy fuck. Can you hear me, laddie? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm still prepared for this shit. All right. Fuck. Keep losing my little fluffer. This is a shit show. Jack, can you hear me, man? Just want to make sure. Huh? You hear me? All right. Loud and clear. Okay, cool. So, welcome to the live stream of May 2019. How the fuck are you guys doing? Hey, shut the fuck up, Ellie. Hello. Welcome. 4 people already. We're doing okay so far. All right. So I don't know if you guys saw the new video, but that ruffled some feathers, didn't it? Yeah, people are fucking hoes mad, bro. I laid that fucking hitter on him, bro. That was so yeah. I got one comment that I've been passing around to the group chats that yeah, somebody got real mad about that one. And the thing that they were complaining about was that they were looking for the punchline. They're wondering where the punchline was coming. Did you watch the fucking video, dipshit? What? I don't understand. It's obviously a bit. I'm an edgy YouTube comedian. Is basically what I am. Okay, if you guys haven't figured that shit out by now. I mean, there's 1,700 subscribers on this channel, and but thank you, by the way. We hit 1,700. That's epic. This is very fucking epic. Okay. Straight out of the gate, I'm fucking high energy this week. Bang is our unofficial sponsor this week. Bang bang, fucking the fucking blue razzmatazz, boy. Hell yeah. It's like fucking cocaine in a can without the calories, bro. This shit's lit, as the kids say 2 years ago. So yeah, people got fucking, wow, what a wacky drink. Yes, us wacky Americans over here. Oh boy, there's my mom. Okay, time to get awkward. So yeah, somebody got real mad about that. I don't know who it was. I think they blocked me and fucking what was it? They blocked me and unfollowed, unsubscribed, you know, whatever. So that was cool. What was I saying? So yeah, the video isn't that. If you've watched any of my content at all, you know that the fucking the video is not that insane compared to the shit that I've said in the past. I know a few of you have actually watched probably all of my videos, which is a huge waste of time, by the way. I don't know why you're doing that. My videos aren't worth sitting and watching all of them, but you know, you do what you do. There's a lot of underage kids that follow me. So, you know, what else are you going to do besides, I don't know, play Fortnite and beat off, you know? So, anyway, how the fuck are you guys this week? I'm trying to do live streams every week. Obviously, it's the third one I've done in the past few weeks. This is a Q&A, so feel free to throw any questions at me if you have them. I know there's only 4 of you, but also, you know, invite the masses over to join this thing so we can, you know, hang out. It's Iniz. Is that how you say it? Iniz? Iniz? Remember the party chat. Remember the party chat. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you just completely shut it down. All right. Yeah, am I saying that? Jack tried to correct me, and I'm a fucking American idiot. So please forgive me. My buddies over there in Scotland, we don't know how to say the fucking accent, boy, my boy. I'm trying to get the old. Okay, Inis. Is that how you say it? You keep saying one or the other. I want to make sure I get it right because the people, I should at least pronounce the names correctly of the people that I send stickers to and potentially, you know, pay for them. I should probably at least get that right. What the fuck was I saying? God damn it. Anyway, so if you have any weird questions for me, I like answering very challenging questions. So if you have anything that you want to fucking, I know my opinion, obviously, my perspective doesn't matter at all, but it would be cool to maybe make a fool out of myself for your entertainment. Okay? Here's a burp. All right. Mr. Laughaholic, Mr. Holy Fook. Laughaholic, let's see. How do you fucking actually write that out? _laughaholic__ is a friend of mine that I've never seen or met or heard. I've heard his voice. I've heard his old Scottish man voice. That's actually what I was trying to say. Is I'm trying to get the old Scottish man voice as opposed to young kids, even though young kids, to me, young Scottish kids sound like old people to me. I was in a chat with Innes a bit ago, and there was a girl talking, and she sounded like an old woman, but she was 13. It was really weird. How are you, my boy? How are you? Let's see here. Laughaholic says, what's the country with the best food and why? That's a really tough question. Thank you for that. It is a good question, though. Why? Who has the best food? Okay. This is going to be a hard one considering I've never been to another country besides the U.S. We want to go to Canada, but they're not known for their food, and I hear it sucks. I hear most of the food in England sucks. I hear most of the food in, let's see, pretty much all South American countries. I've heard that you can get pretty good food. A lot of Middle Eastern countries are known for their food. I mean, obviously Greece, where my ancestors are from. They're known for okay food, you know. I don't really know. I don't really know, like, let's see. I mean, I want to say America has the best food because I'm American and we're awesome, but I don't think we do. I'm not convinced. I think that probably some kind of European country has some of the best quality food, but I'm not sure. When I have different, I guess, different tastes. I'm into all kinds of Asian cuisine, very spicy stuff. So I was watching a video of Gordon Ramsay the other day. He was in Thailand, and that looked really good. These old fucking women are, you know, making these really cool spicy dishes, like super spicy, stuff that white guys like me would usually keel over and die from. I'm into stuff like that. I'm into spicy shit. So probably somewhere in Southeast Asia, I would imagine. Of course, Italians make really good food. Nice. Some positive comments coming in on that new video. VM Parliament commented, "I love you." Yes, that's what I want. Positivity, my friends. That's what we want around here. Okay. If you watch the video, the new one, and you don't see it as anything, if you see it as anything besides humorous, you're a dumb cunt. Okay. So I mean, obviously, I can't believe I'm having to explain. I don't have to explain shit to you people, but the video is done in a way. The video is done in a way where I'm obviously ripping into women, and which is something I like to do. Don't we all? And I'm trying to be as self-deprecating towards men as possible without not seeming like an asshole at the same time. You know what I mean? So obviously there's punchlines in there. I'm talking about how our conversation is important, but we're really just talking about like different tire sizes and shit. And like, if you're a guy or a guy, we could talk about different drywall. Like we could talk about wall texture for we could fill 20 minutes easy talking about different wall textures, paint colors. We're boring. That's why a lot of women want to die when they're talking when they're fucking talking to us or standing near us. So that's kind of the point I'm trying to make here is that women are trying to. Some women come into the conversation that are really annoying and shut the fuck up, basically. Okay. On and off note, I guess. I just wanted to get it out of the way. Well, not really an off note because it's branching off of the new video. I'm not going to be. I don't want to make a big deal of it, but I'm not going to be making cooking videos for a little bit. I know that's the reason a lot of people have subscribed to my channel, and I get that. I understand that, but I've been making cooking videos for 3 years on my channel. I mean, regularly for about a year or two. And I got to tell you, I'm getting sick of it. So, and this YouTube channel is for you guys, obviously. But if I keep getting into the same rut, if I stay doing this, making basically the same video every week, with a mediocre recipe that I took no time to perfect, it's going to show. It's going to start. It's going to start. What am I trying to say? It's going to make the channel suffer, and I want to hit a different. What am I trying to say? A different audience. Not different audience, but a wider audience. I have a lot of ideas in my head that I've been wanting to put down on a video, like this last one. I happen to feel like I might be kind of a good joke writer. maybe. So I want to branch out and try to do that shit. I'm just trying to do different stuff besides, a cooking video every week. And I might lose subscribers because of that, but I think that I'm more likely to gain more subscribers than I lose in that sense. It's not like I'm never going to make a cooking video again. Don't think that, because if you think that, then that's on you. It's your fault. So anyway, yeah, not making cooking videos for a little bit, I think the next video I'm going to make is going to be about Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm going to keep making videos based on where I call people out and talk some shit. Maybe we'll have a few laughs along the way. My boy Travis Santos _ on Instagram. He says, okay, I'm gonna have to take a swig for this one. If you could, would you go back in time and kill X and abort Gekumi? Gekumi? Am I saying that correctly? This fucking meme. I actually had to look it up because this meme has been going on for a while. The Gekumi's circumcision thing. I don't get it. I had to look it up. So would I kill X? Would I go back in time and assassinate X? No, probably not, because every child deserves a chance, even Gekumi. I think so. So yeah. Would I abort Gekumi? No, I don't think so. Maybe if I knew he was going to grow up and be some kind of tyrant or something. Shit. These ones are tough. These are some tough ones, bro. I'm going to go back to the comments section and check some shit out. Anal with a hamster or kill half the black community. Do anal with a hamster or kill half the black community. I can't. Hey, what's up, Pork Circus? Joe, right? So, shit, man. Fuck. Well, the thing is do I choose like who I kill in the black community? Fucking quit your job, dude. I'm at work. Get out of here. You can always watch it later. Sorry, I'm trying to appease the some of the overseas people that missed it last time. Most of my active subscribers, like the super active guys and girls, are across the ocean, and their fucking time is like 8 hours ahead or some shit. So I just wanted to make sure I let some of them in. I hope you understand, brother. I used the new intro track on my latest video that Pork Circus there made, or somebody made it that he knows. Anyway, I would say, do I get to choose who in the black community I kill? Or I don't know, anal with a hamster. Think about that for a second, man. You typed all that out pretty quick, I think. You might have to think about that for a second. You think the fucking the repercussions of anal with a hamster? I think that doing anal with a hamster would probably get you more in trouble. I would honestly think. People care about animals more than they care about humans. So I'd say, yeah, I'd do the hamster. No, wait. maybe it's like an inner thing that came out, like an animal, a fur Freudian slip. Let's see. Have you lost? That's my mom. Have you lost the weight you gained when you started going off keto for a bit? Have you lost the weight you gained when you started going off keto for a bit? I've been hovering a bit above where I need to be or where I want to be. I think I'm sitting at like 176 at the moment, which was, 175 was my goal weight. So I've been bouncing between 175 and 180 for a little bit. And I was thinking I wanted to get down healthily if I can to 165 and see how that goes. But my fitness fucking regimen has been my fitness regimen. Shut up, Arkansas. Fuck you. My fitness regimen has been absolutely garbage for the past 6-7 months after getting my dog. I was working out every day. I was getting tone. I was getting definition. And then I get this dog and I'm like, well, that's going out the window. Then I move. And turns out, a lot of the time when you make different financial decisions, you have to put other shit out, and $50 a month or whatever it was for a gym membership just not cutting it. It's not gonna fit in there. At some point, pretty soon, I want to force a gym membership back into my monthly budget, and become a swole fucking shredded man beast again. I mean, not really again. I was on my way to it, and approaching 30, you got to fucking ramp it up, bro. People think that, like, when you get old, it's like, oh, well, I can't work out anymore because I'm old. It's like, no, dude, you got to ramp it up. You don't understand. Like, when you hit 25 as a man, your testosterone starts to take a downward bend. So you got to fucking ramp up your exercise regimen, and you got to fucking eat like a caveman, and that boosts your testosterone theoretically, and keeps you young and keeps you fucking. Okay. Jesus, these questions, man. Thanks for the question, Mama. Let's see. My friend Jizzgum on Instagram, he's throwing a zinger at me, dude. I don't know how thoroughly I can answer this question. It might get me in trouble. I mean, not that I'm not already in trouble by someone at all times. Your thoughts. Okay. Feel free to chime in on this one, guys. I don't know. Okay, your thoughts on schools teaching about LGBTQ plus and proper gender pronouns. To start off, I'm a fucking idiot. I don't know anything. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Okay? That's to start off. Just the only things that I know is that about LGBTQ plus, IA plus, or whatever, however many fucking abbreviations there are nowadays. I think that it should be taught about, at least in schools. I mean, it's a very important thing to know about. It should be paid attention to. Obviously, we're in a new world right now. Our world is kind of blossoming in a weird way, but a kind of a good way at the same time. But I think that we need to be educated on that type of thing, definitely, and to be compassionate towards these folks, this very tiny portion of the population that for some reason doesn't tend to. They don't follow they don't feel like they fit into their God-given, physical given body or gender or whatever. but it should. I think that primarily it should be treated with compassion, and people should be looked at as, you know, obviously equals. I mean, we're all equals. I'm basically a libertarian. I want everyone to be equal, and I don't know, have the same laws, same rules. I don't think that anyone's really being necessarily displaced, but I don't know. Man. That's a really tough one. I think that the only thing that I don't agree with is what is starting to happen in some places, where they're putting gender misuse of gender pronouns. They're putting gender pronouns and stuff into legislation, and you know, it's a very small portion of the United States, or even I think Canada now. You can be prosecuted or whatever for misgendering someone. I think that's wrong. I think that, and I think anybody with a right mind would agree, especially, you know, real actual transgender people, or whatever you are, you know. I think it's wrong to compel speech. I think that's the main thing, and that's another reason I make edgy 2007 style YouTube videos, because I'm exercising my free speech, and that's the main point that I take from it. Obviously, if you're a transgender person and you choose to be called something besides male, female, man, woman, that's your right as a human, especially, I mean, at least in the Western world. I'll call you whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. I'll call you pink elephant fucking doo-doo brain. I don't give a fuck, dude. I'd be embarrassed being sent to prison for misgendering someone. Yeah, you'd be embarrassed. You'd be fucking pissed. And also that doesn't solve anything, you know. Any like I said, no one. It's anyone in their right mind, especially transgender people, that just want to be left alone, would agree that that's wrong. Most people I have found just want to be left alone. They want to live their lives and be left alone to do so. If you want to be a kinky bastard behind closed doors, sure, who cares? I mean, you know, in America, that, you know, it's a free country. Whatever, do what you want. You know. Anyway, moving on. I'm a dipshit, by the way. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about, so don't, you know, whatever. Don't sue me. Hey, Megan, how you doing? I know Megan Huggins in IRL. Feel free to throw a question at me, sweet thing. Let's see. My boy Cameron Budd on Instagram. He says, Megan, you came in at the right time. It was talking about some deep shit that I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Cameron Budd, I've been asked this question before. How did you come up with the name TheBear? Well, long story short, it was a nickname that my girlfriend gave me when we were first dating, because I had this huge beard. You might see in like one of my first videos, I have this giant beard, and I have like, my hair is all, I look like a homeless person, basically. So yeah, she called me the bear, and I called her the chipmunk, and it was cute for a little while, and it's still cute, but we don't call each other those names anymore. So I decided to name my YouTube channel after that, without realizing the gay reference. And obviously I'm not a guy who's into dominating young gay men, even though, you know, sometimes it may seem so. So that's kind of the story. I'm kind of stuck with the name. I've talked about this before. But the bear sticks, it stays. I thought about changing it to my actual name, Luke Morgan, for a bit, but it's more easily searchable, I think. Anyway, moving on. My boy Schmeddy, SHHMEDDIE on Instagram. One of my top guys. I've sent him, I think I sent him stickers. I've sent stickers out to a bunch of people. By the way, if you want stickers, again, I have to say this every one of these things. If you want stickers, shoot me a DM. I'll, send me your address and all that shit. And either I'm going to send you some stickers or I'll just send some Sidewinder missiles at your house. Schmeddy, where is your favorite fast food restaurant? Yeah, here's the stickers. This one's tore up. Anyway, when you guys are spamming stickers around, try to keep them indoors. I've said this before because they're not weatherproof whatsoever. I got 1,000 of them for I think it was like $30 for 1,000 of these things. So they're not weatherproof whatsoever. I put one on my truck and it didn't last. It lasted like 3 days when it was raining. So good place for them is bathrooms, restaurants, bars, shit like that. Inside where a lot of people are on their phones, when they can just look it up easy. Schmeddy, where is your favorite fast food restaurant? I think you mean what is your favorite fast food restaurant? But I talk to this guy all the time. He's a little off. So I'll give you a pass, buddy. My favorite too. They got good fries. I'd say if you give me a Wendy's Dave's Double, but then give me some McDonald's French fries, that's a mouth party, bro. That's like a fucking orgy on your tongue to send you back to the Middle Ages, man. Okay, that's bliss. Five Guys is good. I really like Five Guys. Burger King fucking sucks. I used to like it a lot. They're okay if you want to use the bathroom. And I kind of enjoyed their chicken fries for a while, but pretty much the most time I've left with a stomach ache has been coming out of a Burger King. So, I like Taco Bell, but at the same time, I hate Taco Bell because it's like it feels great going down. That's the only benefit that I can see from Taco Bell. Of course, now they've fucking let go of their standards and they're fucking they make French fries now. Like what are you doing, Taco Bell? Come on. Holy Fook says McDonald's is pretty shit and Burger King is way better. Huh. Wonder why that is. I want to go out there to Scotland and fucking hit up some. I don't know. I want to have some fucking some goddamn fucking real ass hand cut fries from a Scotland pub. I keep hearing good things about how people do their fries over there. They let them sit overnight in water and pull the starch out of them, and hand cut obviously, and nice and soggy and shit. But to each his own. Some people like frozen fries better. That's a whole other argument. You could have a whole 4-hour debate on that. How to make fries the best. I mean, I do pretty good on a frying pan with some oil. As long as they're hand cut, they're better. But what are you gonna do? It's all about Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. is all right. One I've been getting into lately is Dairy Queen. They actually have been upped their burger game the last couple of years, and they have the fucking flamethrower burger with the hot sauce on it. That one's pretty fucking good. It almost, I mean, it's obviously a frozen burger patty, but it's pretty fucking tasty. It kind of tastes like, a backyard barbecue kind of thing. Where am I at here? It's we're 36 minutes in. Sup, cool shirt, thanks. Tool is the one of those bands that so many people like, and it shows. And it's really a good reason. It was in my dark times in back in high school. It was good healing music, good music to sit and ponder through the dark times in life. So yeah, are you still making music? Not really. To those who don't know, I was in bands for a good, for all of my teen years, basically, playing music, playing metal mainly. Up until a couple of years ago, I was regularly making electronic music, mainly drum and bass, and I was starting to get into jungle, producing that for a bit. But that just kind of fizzled out, and now that I've moved away from the lower part of the state where my brother lives, where I would play with him. We're not, I don't have time. I do so much already, and the way I see it is, if I'm gonna do something, I need to do it all the way, because I have a tendency, is me and other people in my family and all that stuff, we're good at stuff, and we like to do a lot of stuff. For me, it's been a curse where it's like, I want to do everything that I've heard about. It's like like I said in the last one, I drop a ton of hobbies, and then so I can make space for my YouTube channel and my business. And then I get fucking obsessed with computers all of a sudden. Now I have like 10 computers in my basement. Like, what? I just have these like weird obsessions for not very long. But yeah, I've been wanting to get back into at least practicing, at least playing my guitar a lot. I haven't picked up my guitar in a little while. Longer than I'd like to admit. You guys are serious badasses because you're so good at focusing on your craft. Yeah, I guess so. My craft. Yes, YouTube is my craft. My crap. This stuff's really good, by the way. This Bang. It's fucking sugar-free. It's got creatine in it, and it's fucking it'll make you fucking crazy, buddy. Ever do any fishing? All right, Serial Fisher. Yeah, you're the fishing guy. Yeah, I remember. I've looked at your channel. I think I may have subscribed to you. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, bang bang, buddy. We're doing fishing. When I was a kid. That was one of those other things. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with fishing. It was a fucking problem, man. When I was younger, I would fish every weekend. I wanted to be like, like Bill Dance. You know who he is. If your name is Serial Fisher on YouTube, you know who Bill Dance is. I wanted to be a commercial fisherman for a little while when I was a kid. And I still love fishing. It's amazing. Even if you don't catch anything, it's hard. I mean, it's a meme right now too, which is funny. It's kind of a dying meme, but I don't know. There's something about fishing, man. It's you're out there either on a boat or on a dock, and it's for one, it's a great it's great meditation. You know, you're out there next to usually a beautiful lake or stream, and you're just with it. You're with the environment, and you're away from your phone. You're not focusing on anything but the task, but you can look around and see a fucking eagle come down and kill a fucking trout and shit, man. It's like, it's amazing. And then when you get a fish on the line, it's exciting, man. It's a blast. I haven't even caught a fish for several years now, and I'm embarrassed by that. Well, yeah, it's been a couple of years, I think. I got a fishing license last year, and I never went out enough to really, to really get deep into it, because where I live, you kind of have to go way out there to get to a place where you can find a good fishing spot and really pull some biggies out there. Schmitty said, I've never had anyone take me fishing. That sucks. Always wanted to go fishing. Damn, boys. You young fucks haven't gone fishing, man. That sucks. Isn't there I know, Schmitty, you're down there, I don't know, you're down there in California or something like that. I don't remember where you are. I thought there was some fishing over in Scotland area. Ever catch a finless brown trout? I don't think so. I've caught brown trout before. I've caught speckled browns and shit, rainbow trout and all that. Yeah, I actually have been wanting to do a fishing, some kind of fishing video or some kind of outdoor vloggy style video, but it won't be a vlog because vlogs are cancer. If you guys want to see, like, if you like fishing and outdoorsy shit, let me just lay something on you. My cousin, my actual blood cousin, has a outdoors YouTube channel, and his name is Montana Jeff. Go sub to him. He's not a comedian. He's not like somebody who's trying to make edgy, stupid jokes like me. He's actually someone who's good at doing outdoorsy shit. His videos are kind of relaxing to me when I watch him. He just got his start on YouTube, but he just did like a fucking Smith River trip where he vlogged every day and shit. I think that'd be pretty cool to watch. So yeah, go sub to my cousin. I usually fish the finless brown trout. Cool story, bro. That's awesome, man. I'm gonna have to start getting back into it pretty soon. I think that would be cool. Anyway, we're 45 minutes in. Oh, hey, Clark. Jurgen Clark. I don't know really exactly how you say that. Clark says, I went to school with this guy. Do you agree with the official explanation of the events of 9/11? That's a rabbit hole. When I was in high school, I was super into conspiracies, like deep, real deep, to the point where it got to be a problem. One of those things where you focus on and you just go down the fucking hole. I'm on, 911truth.com, scrolling for 2 hours, looking at theories and shit. I think the 9/11 thing is, first off, I was 11 years old when 9/11 happened, and I didn't even know what I didn't know what a fucking trade tower was. I didn't know what a World Trade was. I was 11. I was a little kid. And my mom woke me up and was like, the World Trade Center is burning, or, you know, got hit by a plane. I'm like, what? Okay, bye. Got to go to school now. But, you know, realize that it's the most significant terrorist attack in the history of America, and it changed the world. It changed everything. I've heard some wacky theories about 9/11, like, well, the most, I think the most recent one would be the no planes one, where people believe that the planes hitting the buildings were a hologram. That's a bit far-fetched, but you know, they say, oh, they never found plane pieces or bodies from the fucking wreckage or anything like that. That's a rabbit hole, bro. Calvin Jung, no, don't get me started on 9/11. I watched hours of material, especially on directed energy weapons and projections of the planes. Yeah, man, that's a straight rabbit hole, man. Straight down. That'll send you straight down to the fucking depths of the devil's taint, bro. The one, let's see, the most, at least the most significant one that they didn't really release was where they were talking about how there was several explosions in the basement of at least one of the towers before the plane hit. Like they were clearing people out. It was pandemonium. And then the plane hit. It's like, that seems a bit weird. I mean, but, you know, I wasn't there. This is all just word from people that you know, may or may not have been there or paid or whatever to say whatever. That's yeah. Let's see, what else? What's the other one? Where, I mean, obviously it looks to the layman, I guess you should say, it looks like a controlled demolition, obviously. Both buildings falling within themselves all the way down straight. Then there's these other buildings falling down that nobody's talking about, almost like test runs. You know, it was a weird day. It was a weird morning, and you know, who knows why it even happened. You know, a lot of people say that they did it. That you know, that Bush did 9/11, and it was to go to war with Iraq or whatever. And I think that might be a little convincing if you ask me. I mean, you got to get that cheap oil, bro. It's a bit dodgy that they never found any black boxes from any of the planes. Yeah, that is a bit dodgy. Yeah, it's just, there's a lot that doesn't add up, I guess. It was a weird thing that happened, and I don't know anything about physics or planes or anything like that. So it's really hard to know exactly what happened, and we may never know. I have a playlist on my channel about this very topic. It has hundreds of videos, and I still didn't scratch the surface. They allegedly found a passport of a terrorist, one passport among thousands of IDs, huge blast that had molten glass raining, and this one passport stays pristine, and a cop finds it. Yeah, that's a bit weird too, man. That's a dude, that fucking going down the hole, bro. Pretty sure they shot the plane over Pennsylvania or wherever down. I don't get too far out there with theories, but I think the collapses are fishy. Yeah. See, there was supposed to be anti-aircraft cannons on the top of the World Trade Centers, but you know, no one saw them coming in. They didn't show up on any kind of radar. It seems like if there were planes that far off of their flight path heading a certain direction, you'd think they'd have F-18s in the air, you know, or whatever they had back in 2001. You know, they can get them in the air really quick and try to fucking at least damage the plane or shoot them down before they even got to New York. I don't know. The CIA can't find bin Laden, and he sends out videos and does interviews. I mean, he's just the most wanted terrorist on earth. Why wouldn't you be able to hide in caves for like a decade? Yeah, that's another one where bin Laden was like, I heard that he died of fucking what was it? The liver disease that he supposedly had. I heard that he died a long time ago. That's one thing I heard. I obviously can't confirm it. Man, I'm getting a ton of calls and shit right now. Yeah, it's all weird, and it's hard to say because it's been almost 20 years now that's happened, and it's just one of those things. Why do planes disappear? Why do these weird terrorist attacks happen? Let's see. Even if that wasn't the case, at least the Pentagon must have defense against oncoming planes and anything of the sort. Yeah, man. Like, yeah, super weird. Like my girlfriend's family, one of her family members worked at the Pentagon. He was there when it happened. He was in the Pentagon when the plane hit. And he survived because he was on the opposite end of the building. But nobody heard from him for a while, and everyone obviously thought he was dead, but he survived. It's pretty cool. I thought anti-air things use heat turrets to see stuff, so you can see a fighter jet easily due to the fucking massive jet engine on the back, right? But you can't see a passenger plane as easy due to the metals blocking the heat inside. Oh, okay, interesting. Well, I don't have a lot to say about it, man. I'm not an expert on planes and planes hitting a building. It's just really weird, and it sucks that all those people died. You watch those videos, and it's just, it can really affect you. People really got like good footage of it, and you see people jumping out and shit. It's like, I'd rather die this way. At least I die by my own fucking accord, Super fucking, it's fucked up. Something similar happened again. The flight MH370 that disappeared. Look up MH17 maintenance schedule. So unless two planes have same effect on the same day and years, it's the same plane. Huh. Dude, a lot of weird shit happens with planes, man. Very positive the plane was disguised and stolen and later shot down. Huh. Dude, you weren't kidding, man. You're deep, man. You're in it. I'm not that deep in it anymore. I was into the my big thing was in the chemtrails. Geoengineering shit. That was my that was kind of my thing. I had let's see, in our quad at our high school, we had this big mural, and it was on like a roof kind of thing, like a walkway cover roof thing. And I made this giant, like 8-foot wide sign, and I painted "Stop the Chemtrails, look above, the government is spraying chemicals" or whatever. And I put it up above our mural at our school because I'm an edgy little fucking edgecore bastard. And it obviously they tore it down pretty quick, but I was deep in the chemtrail shit for quite a while and all kinds of stuff. But really it came down to the point where I was so paranoid and I was so sure that the government was out to get us and all that shit that I just had to stop. I just had to put it all behind me because I was so paranoid that I couldn't function. I had to I left class one day. That was the day that I decided I had to stand back. I just like had anxiety attack basically and left class and was like, fuck, dude, this is not healthy. So ever since then, ever since high school, I've put all that shit behind me basically. You know, it's one of those things where you can't, there's no real way to prove a lot of this shit. I mean, there's some conspiracy theories and stuff that have actually been proven and disproven, such as, you know, like the Russian collusion thing with Trump and all that stuff and all these different things. All these conspiracy theories that come out. I understand exactly what you mean. Yes, it's a step back. Like, okay, this can't be life now. I'd rather live in a literal matrix than worry over government conspiracies. Yeah, I mean, you know, who knows? Maybe we do live in a matrix, right? Maybe maybe this is a simulation. Not to get too Joe Rogan on you, but there's some stuff about our reality it's like sometimes you're driving and sitting at a stoplight, and you're like, what is this exactly? You know, why? You know, it seems like sometimes in life it's almost like you could reach out and there's like a membrane there that you could walk through, you know? It's like, are we like an experiment? Maybe the atmosphere is that membrane and there's giants looking down and studying our movements and, you know, spraying different chemicals down on us and seeing how we react to them. Don't know what to believe anymore. Yeah. Do believe in things like aliens and shit. That's holy fook, Mr. Jack. I have to believe in aliens. I've always thought that aliens were cool. There's an alien on my shirt. I think, you know, with all the fads that have happened with horror movies and stuff, nothing is more consistent than aliens. There has to be other life out there. I mean, there's just gotta be, you know, to like Neil deGrasse Tyson said, it's like, it would be egomaniacal of us to think that we are the only planet out there among billions with life on it. It seems just as impossible that there isn't life out there than it is to find it, you know, as it is to find it. We may never find other life on other planets, maybe other than microorganisms. Titan and shit over by Jupiter's looking pretty good. Who knows? Maybe there will be like crazy antlion things on Mars, and the first people that go there will just get swallowed up by them. I think that'd be pretty cool. Even if it's bacteria on another planet, life is out there. So yeah, it's definitely, I think. The conditions, it's just us living on this planet. It's just a condition of a chemical reaction. That's all it is. And you can obviously you can put it to God. You can say that God created it. I think that the best explanation I've heard has been like, what if God put down the first block and just let it go? You know, let the evolution happen that way. I think that's a pretty cool way to look at it. If you're into the God or the design of it all. I think that's a good way to look at it. I read dozens of documentaries in German. You can look up Gesellschaft Rural Haben whatever and see all the anti-gravity research that the Nazis did in World War II. Treblinka by Pig Destroyer is good. Yep, they're one of my favorite bands. Band that got me into metal. Ever had a supernatural experience? I've had some weird shit happen. Definitely. I've had some weird shit happen. Like when I was younger, I had pretty bad sleep paralysis. One time I was sitting on my couch, kind of in the dark at my mom's house. I was still pretty. I was like late teens, I think, or early 20s, and I was just sitting there, kind of relaxing, and I had this dark cloud just kind of hover over me. I was just sitting there, and it's just this, and like everything got quieter and colder, and I was just paralyzed, and I couldn't move, but I was looking up at this dark cloud right over the top of me, and dude, I was fucking terrified, man. It was crazy. But I was also at this point in my life where not a lot fazed me, I guess. So I kind of thought about it for a while and just tried not to let it bother me. But I was having some crazy sleep paralysis shit for a while. I had at one point, I was having this crazy dream where it was all white, and there's these two guys in lab coats standing next to a van, but everything was all white. And they opened the van back doors. I think they said, "Are you ready for this?" or something. Da, 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 da. They were like, "Are you ready?" or something like that. And they open the van, and this lizard thing comes out, and it has like half a head. And as soon as they opened it, as soon as the thing came out, it's just this lizard thing. As soon as they opened it, my eyes opened, and this lizard thing crawled across my chest and went halfway up the wall and turned its half head, and there was this like diamond bright shine, and then I woke up and I was able to move. This other time I had this one time I saw this green man chopping at my brother's bed when we were kids. Me and my brother share a room together, and I saw this like pixelated man, all green. He had an axe, and he was like chopping at my brother's bed. And my brother was in the bed, but I was too young and too scared to supposedly do anything about it. So I just like got under my covers and just like tried to let it go away. So call me a coward, but I've had some stuff happen where I've had things brush by me. It felt like when I was walking in the dark. I tried to seek that stuff out for a while because I was into ghost stuff for a bit. Now it just it ruins my day. I mean, I don't even watch horror movies anymore, man. I just try not to. I try not to let my mind go places like that. And I think for the most part, a lot of it is in your mind when it comes to supernatural stuff. It's like I feel like to a certain degree there are supernatural beings, or there are spirits, some type of spirits around us all the time. But if you're in a certain mind state, they just don't affect you in a way. Like when I was younger, I was admittedly a bit suicidal, and I later found a connection with the movie The Haunting in Connecticut, because the kid was sick and he was close to death, and he was the only one that could see the monsters or the ghosts, which I thought was an interesting connection to make after I got over it. After I was 19 or so, 19 was my weirdest year so far, where I was on different antipsychotics and shit and like trying to work it all out. At one point I was driving and I saw it was dark and I was with my brother and I saw a wolf come into the road and I slammed on my brakes because I thought I was going to hit a wolf, but there was nothing there. My brother was like, "What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is happening? What's wrong with you?" Don't blame him for that one bit. And once I got into a better, healthier state of mind, all that stuff went away. I used to see these figures that I learned were a lot of native people call them stick Indians, and they're like shadows basically that are very curious, but they're afraid of you, and it's really hard. You have to be in a certain mind state to even be able to see them. Maybe I'm talking shit. Maybe I'm out of my mind, but I've seen stuff like this. I mean, I saw a big one chasing a little one across the street one time, and I was fully awake. There are these certain figures that, I think you see when you're younger, and you're less, tainted or jaded by the world. So I think when you get older, you just start to not see it anymore. You start to put it out of your mind because responsibilities take over and you're not able to ponder that stuff as much. But yeah, the stick Indians, I guess they're completely harmless and they're supposed to help us out or whatever. I could go on talking about this shit for a long time. Shit, man. Let's see what else we got here. I really gotta piss. Definitely secret aircrafts out there. Not always something shady though. Sometimes they're secretive just so technology isn't stolen. The thing I think about is how everything created. How did the world happen? Yeah. Sleep paralysis is terrifying. Sounds like an SCP story. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. The lizard thing. If you ever have any doubt, Google the Argus Stack AS-6. It was proof of concept of a flying disc-shaped craft. It has been documented, solid evidence that discs flew before 1940. Damn, man, that's heavy. Damn, I've seen some UFO-y type shit too. I've seen some weird moving, some stars that didn't look like they were really stars. Go on YouTube when you get finished here and look up the ghost walking sticks video if you want. It sounds exactly like what you're talking about. Yeah, a lot of people have seen them. A lot of people have seen in different places. A lot of like Ireland, I guess they're common, where people will see these little people. I don't remember what they're supposed to call them, but a lot of people have seen them here too. And the natives supposedly had stories about them, and they talked about them, and they kind of traded with them at some points or whatever. And they seem like they might have been the original people on this continent. But they're just these tiny little people that live, basically underground. And they're also one of those kind of relationships with people. They're scared of them, but they're also curious. They're naturally curious. Dude. So I'm going to wrap up. It's been an hour and 10 minutes, and I'm going to piss my fucking pants. But one thing I'd like to do is, I'm going to keep making these. I'm going to keep doing these live streams because I find them incredibly fun, and I like connecting with you guys, even if it's at a later time. I know, only a few of you at a time can really watch live. I get that, but we had 10 or 11 people in today. That was great. And plenty of questions and plenty of conversation going on. So I like that. I'm always looking for people to talk to about certain things, friends, whatever. It's really good to sit down and talk with you guys about certain shit like weird UFO shit and all that. One thing I would like to do at some point is have guests on these live streams. even if it's my girlfriend or whatever. Because last night, her and my other friend, John, we were having some pretty fun conversation about different shit. So I think it would be kind of a blast to have, sit here with just a simple setup, like have a good USB mic here, and sit around it with some good lights and just talk. Talk about different stories we've had over the years. Maybe if you guys want, you can send me some weird stories you've had as kids or as adults or whatever. DM me on Instagram, Luke_TheBear. Follow me on there if you haven't already. I like to hear about weird shit, and I like to talk about weird shit. So these type of things, like I said, are very fun to me. And this YouTube channel is definitely a hobby, but it's a fun hobby, and it's something I want to keep doing. Like I said before, I'm gonna be taking a break from cooking videos for a bit because I'm finding myself not having fun making them right now. And the fucking point of me making videos is to have fun while I do it. So I'm gonna be making videos for a little bit that I actually, have fun making, whatever it is. And yeah, and I hope you guys stick around, and I hope you like me as a person, as well as my videos. I think a few of you do. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I make videos when I can. I'm a motorcycle mechanic. I run my own business, but I do this as a hobby, and I hope someday that I can do this as a job, or at least as a source of income. So I'm more inclined to do it. And like I've talked about in the last one, I'd like to go around, and if there's a market for it, go around and go around to different parts of the world and go meet up with some of you guys and cook for you in your house. It might be a little weird, but it might be fucking cool at the same time. So anyway, I'm literally about to piss my pants, so I'm gonna go. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Have a great fucking day, and cheers. See you next week, eh? Bye-bye.